Welcome to our tree of 2017. A little old, a little new. Some of the Christmas Barbies, not all of them, decided to come out of hiding to adorn the tree and be reigning over all the Christmas village this year. We have all the holidays of different years and different gowns on. A little fur, a little red, an all white. Oh yes, and our little Happy New Year angel. And a little old-fashioned. And another little white. A little ballroom gown for New Year's Eve, and a little old-fashioned skater. So these are the Barbies that wanted to greet you for 2017. And as they adorn the tree, they're overlooking, underneath the tree, the Disney Village, of which we hope to see this summer in Anaheim. There's the little Barbie house, the firehouse, and all the little stores. The little fire truck, the balloon man. You come around here and there's all the little Disney characters. Donald and Daisy and Mickey and Minnie. And then you come around to the candy store and the globe. And don't forget the Ferris wheel. And the Mickey globe is 50 years old. And then of course, there's the good old-fashioned red fire truck with candy striped Barbie in it to reign over all. Along with the merry-go-round from, what was the popular children's movie last year? Oh, I forget. And to top it all off is the ice castle, which reigns over all. Then from that, we come to our infamous Buckingham Palace, where the Queen reigns and all her Christmas parties will adorn. The fountain is all ado in gold and snow, and they decorated the little Christmas tree for Christmas. Then we come around to the city as we venture into our museum. And of course you have to go to the beauty salon. Then you have the limo, which goes into the Ritz Hotel to pick up Ross and Paula for their next venture. And of course in the circle is the wonderful ice castle, the beautiful Christmas tree, but the lights burned out. And if you want to leave the Ritz Hotel and go night clubbing, you just walk across the path. And of course Paula, no matter where, has to have her little Starbucks coffee. So they have the little portable cart just for Paula in the town square. Then coming down, we have our good old Harrods, which goes with Buckingham Square. Every woman's shopping delight. And as you come down the street, here's the museum, which everybody loves to go to, the Metropolitan Museum. Then you go to our little toy shop and you see all the little toys in the window. And then of course you have to have your TV store and all its little signs. And mom toting her little ones going by the window. Then we go up here to New York City to all our brownstones, which adorn, overlooking everything, complete with her little old-fashioned car and the snowman watching over everything. Your good old-fashioned New York City firehouse, even with its little Dalmatian. And next to that is your doctor and your dentist. Everyone has to have that, even in New York City, with another little brownstone and an old-fashioned telephone booth. Little skating pond out front with its own tree with all to enjoy. Your own little entrance, Christmas in the city, with the car going in with a tree for the brownstone. Your old-fashioned market, which sits on the corner of which you see so much in New York City. Then you start to come around and you see your good old-fashioned country store selling its own Christmas trees. And every city can't be a city without a good old-fashioned movie theater. From city to Disney, we mustn't forget part of Disney Venture, that's not on, is Haunted House in all the Halloween, which still stays up through the holiday. Haunted House and your tunnel of funny mirrors. You come around to your Madam Gypsy Lady, and she will read your tea leaves. And don't forget the jack-o'-lantern in the globe. You never know, he might tell on you. But then you cross the little bridge into the neighborhood. Here is your resident mayor of the town, with all outside waiting to get in, and his old-fashioned little stone gate. But then you come around, and here's your little tavern. Every neighborhood has to have that, even with its bench and snowman. Then a little old-fashioned bed and breakfast. What town could be without one? And of course, the pride of the neighborhood, the skating pond with Santa galore, all the skaters and the Christmas tree. Your old-fashioned movie theater with Santa up above, ready to lay down. And then of course, your old-fashioned neighborhood market. You have two of them galore. And then the true Starbucks, which fills up the neighborhood. And even Ross sitting on the bench reading his paper, waiting for Paula to get her Starbucks coffee. Santa sitting on his perch, giving all the little ones a tail on their list. Little kids playing in the snow, waiting for the train to come in. Mom and Dad and all the little ones, conductor to boot, they're all ready to go. And as they get off the train and approach the rest of the neighborhood, you mustn't forget your good old-fashioned church, complete with Father and his little ones, the steps in the gate up to the church, snowman overwatching. And then every town, no matter where, has to have its little hospital. This one is Boulder Community, which is where I was born. Then we proceed to the sleigh with the little ones who picked up their Christmas tree, the old-fashioned Christmas tree lot. Then you come to your typical house in the neighborhood. We call this Paula and Ross's house. The little wagon, the little welcome gate, and all the presents for Christmas all lit up. Then you come around the corner to the neighbor's house. You'd think we were in Trilogy. And least but not last, the doctor's house, complete with a Dalmatian and his little doghouse. We thank you, for visiting our village, but then we go to the countryside to complete. Here we have the old-fashioned castle, the carriage with people galore waiting to go to spend the night in the castle. Then we come down to what we call the Michigan farm, the little gas station and all the animals, mother feeding the little hens. But with the farm, you have to have the man who harnesses the horses and makes their hoofs. That's his little house. But along with that, then we go to Vermont, where we make all our maple syrup, and the kids have fun going down their sled. But most of all, we have our fishing lodge area. We have the little cabin to stay in, which used to look like Estes Park. The main cabin with the lodge, when you can see the fireplace inside. Then you have your big old-fashioned ivy lodge, which comes from years ago. Then you have your fishing cabin with the boat, where all the fishermen love to gather up after their day of fishing. The little bridge and the little man fishing, the little boat and all galore. Another lodge where they stay and sleep with the bears, just like in Estes, Colorado. And one last lodge to stay in before we say goodnight and Happy New Year. Thank you for visiting us.